How do static initialization blocks work in JavaScript? Imagine you're building a complex machine and want certain parts to be ready before anyone even presses the start button. That's what static initialization blocks do in JavaScript classes. They run once when the class is first evaluated, not when you create an object from that class. This makes them perfect for setting up static properties that depend on each other or need some calculations. In JavaScript, static initialization blocks are a feature added in ECMAScript 2022. You declare them inside a class with the static keyword followed by curly braces. Inside these braces, you can write any code you want to run once during class setup. You can have multiple static blocks, and they will run in the order you write them. This helps organize complex static properties set up neatly within the class itself. Inside a static block, the keyword this refers to the class constructor. That means you can read or change static properties directly using this property name. For example, if you have a static property called firstProp, you can set another static property based on it inside the static block. Variables declared inside the static block with var, let, or const stay local to that block and don't leak outside. This keeps your initialization code clean and safe from accidental interference. You might use static blocks to initialize static properties that depend on each other, run setup code that only needs to happen once, or do calculations that are too complicated for simple static property assignments. For example, if you want to create a static property that's a combination of other static values, static blocks make that easy. They also let you validate static data or run any setup logic without exposing helper functions outside the class. Here's a simple example. You have a class with a static property called firstProp set to hello. Then, inside a static block, you set secondProp to be firstProp plus world. When you check secondProp later, it shows hello world. This way, static blocks help you organize static data setup in a clear, straightforward manner. In the world of modern JavaScript, static initialization blocks fit perfectly with class syntax from ECMAScript 6 and beyond. They help keep your code modular and easy to read, especially when working on larger projects or web applications. You can think of them as a way to prepare your class's static data behind the scenes, so everything is ready before anyone interacts with it. It's worth noting that static blocks can access static members of a parent class using super property, but they cannot call super, like constructors do. Also, static blocks don't support decorators, and referencing arguments inside them is a syntax error. Support for static initialization blocks is available only in browsers and environments that follow the latest JavaScript standards. To sum up, static initialization blocks are a powerful addition to JavaScript classes. They let you run setup code once during class evaluation, making static property management more flexible and organized. This feature aligns with modern JavaScript practices, helping developers write cleaner, more maintainable code for web development and beyond.